Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Saturday, July 1st, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comment section below. Chicago White Sox vs Oakland Athletics. The White Sox have pieced together a modest 2-game winning streak and have won 4 of their last 6 games overall. They split a 4-game series against the Los Angeles Angels this week, salvaging the series by winning 11-5 on Wednesday and 9-7 on Thursday. Shortstop Zachary Millard went 2-for-4 with 2 RBI and a run scored on Thursday, and right fielder Eloy Jimenez also drove in 2 as Chicago used a 6-run third-inning surge past Los Angeles. "I think if you told me you're gonna win 2 games in a 4-game set, I would tell you I'd like to take the last 2, said Chicago manager Pedro Griffel, per the Associated Press. "Leaving here 2-2 after dropping the first 2 games is big for us." Starting pitcher Lance Lynn was credited with his 5th win of the season on Thursday. On the mound Saturday, opening day starter Dylan Cease will make his 18th start of the season. Cease is 3-3 with a 4.04 ERA and a 1.29 WHIP to go along with 110 strikeouts in 91.1 innings. He has walked 38 batters this season, which is one of the 15 highest base on balls rates this season in the MLB. Cease has not factored into a decision since May 23, despite holding opponents to 2 runs or fewer in each of his last 5 starts. He is coming off of 6 innings against the Angels on June 26, where he allowed only 1 run. The 27-year-old is 39-29 with a 3.63 ERA in his 5-year career in the big leagues. The Athletics beat the New York Yankees in their series opener on Tuesday, but have lost 2 straight since then, including an 11-0 loss in the second game of that series when Domingo German blanked Oakland with a perfect game. The Athletics at least got on the board on Thursday, but the outcome was the same, a lopsided loss, this time 10-4. Designated hitter Seth Brown finished 3-for-4 on Thursday and drove in a run for the 3rd time in his last 4 games. Dylan Cease has been pitching very well lately, and he has the potential to be one of the best pitchers in the American League. He had a 2.20 ERA in June, and he is now facing an Oakland Athletics team that ranks last in the major leagues in runs per game, batting average, and on-base plus slugging percentage, OPS. The Athletics were also the victims of the 24th perfect game in MLB history just a few days ago. The Chicago White Sox haven't been very good offensively this season, but they are finally healthy and should have a productive middle of the order moving forward. Luis Robert Jr. has been playing very well in the number 3 spot in the batting order, and I think the White Sox will be able to score enough runs to win this game by more than 1 run. Therefore, I recommend betting on the White Sox minus 1.5 runs. The Athletics aren't scoring much recently, scoring a total of just 3 runs over their last 3 games. That includes being on the wrong end of Domingo German's perfect game on Wednesday night. Chicago's offense really hasn't been much better this season, and the under has hit in 4 of the last 6 games for the White Sox. The under is also 6-1 in the last 9 games started by Cease. Chicago's opponents are only averaging 3 runs per game in those 9 games. With both teams ranking in the bottom third of the MLB in runs per game, batting average, and OPS, I'm expecting a quick low-scoring contest on Saturday. I like the White Sox in the 5-3 type of game. I'm siding with the under. San Francisco Giants vs New York Mets. The San Francisco Giants have been decent at the plate this season, as they are tied with the Philadelphia Phillies for 12th in the majors with a .737 OPS, while scoring 4.78 runs per game up to this point. Their team has been taking pitches as they are tied for 7th with 281 total walls right now. First baseman Lamont Wade has been doing very well at the plate, as he has a .878 OPS with 9 homers, 27 RBI, 40 runs scored, and a pair of stolen bases without being caught. Anthony DeSclafani has done extremely poorly according to his baseball saving page, as he is in the 12th percentile in whiff percentage. DeSclafani has 5 different pitches, with his slider being thrown 44.1% of the time. He faced the Mets once last season and lost back on April 21, as he went 5 innings and gave up 4 runs on 7 hits with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. The New York Mets have been a struggling offensive team at this point of the season, as they are currently 19th in MLB with a .715 OPS, while scoring 4.14 runs per game thus far. They have been doing pretty well with their power, as they are 9th in the sport with 99 homers so far. Center fielder Brandon Nimmo has been hitting incredibly well this season, as he is slashing .282, .374, .458 with 11 home runs, 39 RBI, 45 runs scored, and 3 stolen bases on 4 attempts. The two starting pitchers in this game, Anthony Desclafani and Justin Verlander, have had very different results in their previous 7 starts. Desclafani is 1-4 with a 6.17 ERA and a 1.51 WHIP, while Verlander is 1-2 with a 3.83 ERA and a 1.25 WHIP. The Mets' offense has also been slightly better in recent games, averaging 3.71 runs in their last 7 games, while the Giants' offense has averaged 3.17 runs in their previous 6 games. Overall, I think the Mets have the better chance of winning this game. They have the better starting pitcher and the better offense. These starting pitchers have been doing extremely well in the splits, as Anthony Desclafani is 2-2 with a 3.74 ERA, with a .233 batting average against in 6 road games, while Justin Verlander is 1-2 with a 2.70 ERA and a .214 opposing batting average in 5 home starts. Looking at the pitching staff in the month of June, the Giants are 8th with a 3.55 team ERA, while the Mets are 20th with a 4.43 team ERA. The under has hit in the last 4 Giants games, as well as being 3-0-1 in the previous 4 Mets games, so take under 8 runs in this game. Miami Marlins vs Atlanta Braves. Yuri Perez is the probable pitcher for the Marlins. He went 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, 0 earned runs, and struck out 9 in a win in his last start against the Pittsburgh Pirates. On the season, he has a record of 5-1 with a 1.34 ERA, 0.98 WHIP, and a 54/15 KBB ratio. Opposing batters are hitting .182 off of Perez. The offense has struggled this season for Miami, which is holding them back. Despite vastly improving and being second in the division with a good record, the offense is still not where it needs to be. They are bottom 10 in the league in runs, home runs, RBIs, and walks. Pitching has been the main reason the Marlins have improved so much this season. They are top 10 in the league in ERA, home runs allowed, strikeouts, WHIP, and batting average against. Charlie Morton is expected to start for the Braves. He went 5 innings and gave up 7 hits, 3 walks, 3 earned runs, and struck out 7 in a win in his last start against the Cincinnati Reds. On the season, he has a record of 7-6 with a 3.81 ERA, 1.48 WHIP, and a 139 KBB ratio in 15 starts. Opposing batters are hitting .264 against Morton. The offense has been superb for the Braves, and they have one of the best batting lineups in the league. Ronald Acuna has been a top 3 player in baseball this season. Acuna is top 3 in the MLB in runs, hits, and stolen bases. Matt Olson has also been red hot this season. He is top 3 in the MLB in home runs and RBIs. The Braves are top 5 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Pitching has also been very good for Atlanta this season. They are led by Spencer Strider, who is first in the MLB in strikeouts. Atlanta's pitching has done well despite not having Max Fried for the majority of the season. As a team, they are top 10 in the league in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, strikeouts, and batting average against. This is a good matchup between Yuri Perez of the Miami Marlins and Charlie Morton of the Atlanta Braves. Perez has been excellent in his first MLB season, with a 5-1 record, a 1.34 ERA, a 0.98 WHIP, and a 54/15 KBB ratio. Opposing batters are hitting just .182 off of him. He has allowed 0 earned runs in 3 straight starts and 5 of his last 6 starts, and he has not allowed more than 1 earned run in 6 straight starts. He has a 14.0% swinging strike rate, and he has struck out 9 batters in 2 straight starts. Morton has been worse at home this season than on the road. He has a 3.06 ERA and a 1.47 WHIP in 8 road starts, but a 4.74 ERA and a 1.50 WHIP in 7 home starts. In 188 plate appearances against Morton, Miami batters have a .281 batting average. The Marlins have a big edge in pitching in this matchup, and I think they will win. I recommend betting on the Marlins on the money line. While the Braves have been scorching hot on offense, they will face a pitcher who has been equally hot. On the season, Yuri Perez has a 1.34 ERA, 0.98 WHIP, and a 54/15 KBB ratio. Opposing batters are hitting .182 off of Perez. He has allowed 0 earned runs in 3 straight starts and 5 of the last 6 starts. Perez has not allowed more than 1 earned run in 6 straight starts. He has a 14.0% swinging strike rate, and he has punched out 9 batters in 2 straight starts. While Perez has been excellent, Miami's offense has not been this season. They are bottom 10 in the league in runs, home runs, RBIs, and walks. This will be a lower scoring game, and the under will hit. Take the under, 8.5 runs.